Okay, here we are. One moment. Welcome to workshop number whatever. I'm so excited for the New Year workshops, and thank you guys for joining us. I'm Christy Bigham, Future Executive Senior Sales Director, and I will be joined by my sales director friends. If you guys are a guest and not a speaking sales director tonight, go ahead and mute your background, if you will, so we don't have any background noise. As all of these workshops have been today, this workshop is being recorded for future viewing. So you can view it at any time and you can share it with your team at any time. So we're talking about booking anything, anytime. This is a roundtable discussion. So I'm going to start off by telling you guys a few key things, and then I'm going to ask my sales directors a few questions. So directors, get ready. When you're booking, the very first most important thing to do is to set aside time to book. If you want to be a master booker, number one on your notes is to set aside time to book. I'm going to mute you guys. Okay, good. Set aside time to book. When should you do that? Well, if you are super busy and you're moving your Mary Kay business slowly, at least do it once a week. At least do it once a week. A 30-minute booking half hour is a good start, but a booking power hour is a better time frame because you can get more accomplished. Okay? If you want to book a little bit stronger, go for 2 times a week. And if you want to have a quantum leap in your business, National Sales Director, number one in the whole company, Gloria Mayfield Banks, says you book 5 appointments without fail, day in and day out. 5 appointments. You do not stop until you've not called 5, but you've booked 5. So if you want to have a quantum leap in your business, 5 appointments a day booked without fail. Okay, second thing. Don't stop when you do start to book until you've met your goal. Set a goal. Don't just say, well, I'll try to call a few people and see how it goes. Don't stop until you've met your goal. So set a goal. Set a goal. Are you going to be the one that wants the quantum leap? Then you know the goal. 5. You can't stop until you've booked 5, right? Are you going to be the girl that's going to set a goal for 1 hour? You're going to do as much as you can in 1 hour, and then you're going to reward yourself with taking a break and spending time with your family. What is your goal? And don't let yourself off the hook. Treat booking time, my friends, as if it were an appointment with the most important person in the world. The most important person in the world. You have an appointment, and tell your family that. Oftentimes we would teach people in the olden days, if you can't get away from the distraction of your family, be honest with your family. Family, this is my business. And in order for me to succeed and meet my goals, I need to go to work. And just like I would go to work 8 to 5 at a job, I'm going to work tonight from 7 to 8 on my booking time. When I'm done, I will come out and we will have family time. Maybe you need to go sit in your car in the driveway if there's little kids at home. Maybe you need to go in your closet and shut the door, but do whatever it takes to meet that goal. The next step, step number 3, is to track your booking. Track your booking. On the service that I just showed you, girlbossgraphics.com or thepinkbubble.co, and if you're just now joining us, girlbossgraphics.com or thepinkbubble.co are 2 resources that you can go to find lots of booking tracking sheets. One of the most popular booking tracking sheets is what's called the bubble sheet. The bubble sheet has little circles on it where you, in 1 month, your goal is to fill out that entire bubble sheet. In each circle, you put the name of who you're calling. You put a certain slash if you talk to them. You put another slash if they booked. And you will see it has instructions on there. But track your booking. Instead of just going willy-nilly, track your booking. And then my final suggestion number 4 when you're booking is use scripts because they work. Where can you find scripts? Well, your sales director has them, or even those 2 websites that I just mentioned have really excellent websites. And I might even show those in a minute if we need to. But I'm going to turn it over to my sales directors now. So let's start, since we haven't heard from Dee and Jennifer tonight, let's start with them. Dee and Jennifer, I'm going to go to you guys, and if they want to book anything, what is your advice of what they should say in a basic booking script? And should it be by phone or should it be by text? You've got the floor.
We're going to tag team this. I definitely, for me personally, booking on the phone where I can actually hear her voice and she can hear mine. always yields better results than texting. I'm going to share you one fun little tip. And then I'm going to hand it over to Jennifer. And I wish I could remember who said this to me, because it was the most fun thing ever, and I really do it. If you're scared to pick up the phone, if you've got a coffee table or you've got a set of stairs in your house, I want you to run around your coffee table about 5 times or up and down your stairs about twice. So before you pick up the phone, you sound like you're out of breath, because when you sound like you're out of breath, you're really excited. So that's my best booking tip. I'm going to pass it on over to Jen.
Well, I love to book through texting. Texting is my favorite way to book, even when I don't know somebody, or probably even more when I don't know somebody. People in this day and age are more apt to answer a text message from someone instead of a phone call that they do not know. Probably one of my very best tips about booking is always end every script with a question. Always needs to end in a question, because if you just leave a blank statement like, "Hi, this is Jennifer with Mary Kay," nothing else, they don't have to respond. But if I say, "Hi, this is Jennifer with Mary Kay, how are you today?" they will respond. And the first thing that I always text anyone, no matter what I'm booking for, "Hi, is this D?" and not another word. That intrigues them to want to know who is asking. So those are my best tips.
Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna go back to you guys for a minute. So D, I'm gonna go back to you. You said excited phone voice, and you like the phone voice best. So in order to get across the way you want to come across, what might it sound like if you were calling me to book me? Give me an example of something you're booking right now to be relevant. And I know right now you're booking your Miss Mary Kay USA, so you can use that as an example. You could use a different type of session as an example. But would you show me that phone voice? Do you need to run around your coffee table 3 times first?
Well, I guess I need to backtrack a little bit. To get their attention, I do send a text first. But to actually make the booking and put it on my calendar, I pick up the phone. And so that correspondence might sound, I'm looking at my notes here for what you just referred to, our favorite thing that we're doing right now, this Miss MK USA contest, which we'll be talking a lot about, it sounds like, here pretty soon. So I've texted her and gotten her attention, and then I'm going to give her a call after I've run around my coffee table a few times. Hey, gorgeous. Thank you so much for, taking a couple of minutes or having the time to talk with me. How are you doing? I want to have a relational conversation with her first, and not beg for help, especially right now in the middle of everything that everybody's been going through. Mm-hmm. How is she doing health-wise? How's her family doing? How is she doing, mentally? And I'm not a therapist, but letting someone know that I care about her well-being before I just ask her to buy something or book something, it really goes, it really lets her know. I want her to know I do care and I am her friend. So, thank you so much for, picking up the phone and having a couple of minutes to talk to me. How are you doing? And I'll ask her a couple of questions, but I want to make it fast. I don't want every booking call to be 30 minutes. So here's the deal with what we are doing right now with our contest. As we are booking that person, we're booking a party at the same time. So we'll get into more details about this a little bit later, but she's already agreed via text to help me with a contest that we're doing. And so I let her know, hey, your girlfriend that you referred me to, she doesn't know me. This would be a whole lot more fun if you do it with her, because she knows you, and then you can tell her, hey, this D chick is a real person. It's not a scammy thing. Yes. And she's not going to put a $sign on your forehead. So she gets really excited because she's like, oh yeah, people think that in this day and age, spammy, scammy thing. And you are a real person and I love you and I want to help you. And so, before I'm off the phone with her, I have booked a party, which we are not calling parties. Actually, we're calling them spa experiences, and have the information for all of her friends so that I can pre-profile them individually and mail them out their spa packets. So I try not to, it's kind of individualized. I really try to relate to her and what she's going on and make sure she understands first that I care about her and I care about what's going on in her life. And then I let her know what fun thing that we're doing and that I can share something that a lot of people need right now. A lot of people need some adult interaction and a lot of people need some pampering because I don't think as women we take the time to do that.
Right.
I love that. I love that. And so those of you that are watching, if you're like, what is this Miss Mary Kay USA thing? I want you to know there's 2 times that you're going to hear about this a little bit more. First of all, tomorrow, Dee is scheduled to talk to us during one of our workshops. I think it's the first workshop tomorrow. Y'all look at the schedule. Anyway, she's going to talk to us about meeting more people, and it's through this idea. So you'll get a whole lot more information on this tomorrow. Also, you're going to learn about it next Monday night. This is the first time I've announced this to my group and probably to your groups unless y'all posted it. Next Monday night at 9 p.m., next Monday night, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, our national, Roxanne McEnroe, I guess I should go to my face while I'm talking. That might help. Our national, Roxanne McEnroe, is going to do a national state of the national area kind of address where she's going to talk to us about the new year from her perspective. And she's hinted that she's going to ask Dee and Jennifer to teach about the Mary Kay USA program. So hold on, you're going to hear a lot about it tomorrow, but then you can hear about it again on Monday. So if you're new and you're wondering, I wanted you to know that. So Dee, I'm going to come back to you again for a minute, and then I'm going to go to Jennifer with some thoughts. Dee, I want to know if they're a new girl, how would you twist that? Not a big twist, but to still say, I'm working on this Mary Kay USA thing and I'm new, or maybe just a flat out, I'm new booking script. What would that look like to you, Dee?
So if you're a brand new beauty consultant, this is really the prime time of your business. And man, if I knew,
That's when we started. It's been great.
You have the opportunity to contact everyone you know with skin because you haven't contacted them before about this, and you have something to offer them that you've never offered them before. So I would make that booking true to what you need. And the truth is, when I first came into Mary Kay, my sales director told me, listen, the only thing that you need to know how to do to be successful at this business is how to do a good skincare class. So I want you to practice, and then I want you to practice again, and I want you to practice some more. And I can tell you almost 10 years later, I'm still practicing to hone my skill. But absolutely, as a brand new beauty consultant, the world is your oyster.
Absolutely. So I'm practicing, and y'all can practice on your own, or you can plug them in to group appointments that your sales director might offer. And so practicing is huge. Okay, before we go to Jennifer, one more thing, Dee. You got their attention first with a text. So that was, what does that kind of look like if you got their attention first with a text?
So through this particular program that we're doing, I will give you step by step, so don't worry about having to take a lot of notes right now. But my text to her initially, actually, we did a Facebook post that got her interested in helping me in the first place. And then my next text to her is something simple like, hey, girlfriend, is this a good time to talk? I'll tell you initially, okay, so she's holding this up, our initial text. Hey, gorgeous Amber, hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. You're so sweet to offer a free spa pampering package to your friend. Don't worry about scrambling to write all this down because we're going to give this to you step by step when we talk about it. So I just want to thank you for helping me be Miss MK USA, LOL. I just need, a couple things from you. Is this a good time to call? I initially, when we started this, we did text details, and then some people will respond to that, and some people are not detail-oriented people. So for me, to actually get the booking on my calendar, it was a lot easier to say, is this a good time to call? And then make it a conversation. I hope I'm answering your question, instead of doing it all via text, but both of them kind of go together.
Okay, awesome. And we are going to see more of that tomorrow and share those documents with you guys. Okay, let's move over to Jennifer. So Jennifer, you are a texting girl. So we talked about the Miss MK USA, which is providing a whole lot of success. Would you switch gears? And let's say someone is not working on the Miss Mary Kay USA program. They just want a general booking. They're new, or maybe they're not so new, and they know Susie Q is someone they want to share the products with. What would they text? What's a general text script that they might say?
Okay, for starters, once again, I see my little consultant Brittany on here, so I'm just gonna use her as an example. First thing I would say to her is, hi, Brittany. Hi, is this Brittany? And not another thing. Let her respond. They're always gonna say, yes, who is this? I would say, hi, this is Jennifer with Mary Kay, and I am a brand new beauty consultant. And I am so excited about sharing my product with you. Would you be willing to do a virtual beauty experience or spa experience with me? Is that something you think you could help me out with? Once again, ending in a question.
Love that. Did everybody get that? Is that something you'd be willing to help me out with? We've always been taught that people are willing to help you with a goal, even if they're not thinking they're looking for a new skincare line. Because if you just say, are you interested in doing this? They may think, I'm not interested in skincare. I love my current brand. And so always say, is this something you'd be willing to help me out with? Okay. And then what? If they say, yes, maybe, tell me more about it. What are you going to do next? Are you going to call them next, Jennifer, or are you going to keep texting?
I personally keep texting. Now, if this is somebody, for starters, when you're brand new, the first thing that you need to do is create a contact list. Every woman you can possibly think of that you know, no matter where she lives, just her name. On average, as women, we all know between 50 and 100 women. Think about if you were doing a wedding guest list. Every person you would think of you would invite. So if it is somebody that I know personally, which is probably where most brand new beauty consultants start with, we start with family, we start with close friends. I would probably pick up the phone and call them, just because I know them, and just say, whenever you're booking, you always want to have 2 days in mind, 2 to 3 days always. So if, let's just say Brittany said, sure, I can do that, I would say, great. Can you do Monday or Wednesday? By giving them 2 days, you sound professional. You're not just like, what is a great day for you? If you leave it that open-ended, you are probably not going to get a response most of the time. And then if she says, I can do Wednesday, great. Can you do 11 or 1? So when I sit down to book somebody, I already know the days of the week that I have available this week and the time slots that I have available. I am not being pushy, but I am guiding them to book this on the days I have available.
Perfect. Perfect. And new people, I'll guide you again that if your sales director offers group appointments, remember to have those in front of you. And offer the ones that you have the samples ready to offer, and offer those as well. And that way you can plug them in to something your sales director is already doing. But remember what I said, the quicker you jump out there and do it on your own, the stronger you're going to be. Okay, so let's twist that just a little bit. And then we're going to go to Loni. Let's twist that a little bit. Let's say they're a seasoned consultant. They're not doing Miss Mary Kay USA, but they come across an old friend out and about, and they didn't have the guts to book them. They didn't have the guts to bring it up. Anybody have a creative way of you two guys? And if you don't, I might could think of one. But do you have a creative way you could say, man, I saw you yesterday, Jennifer, at the grocery store, and I want to book her. So what would I say, Jennifer or Dean?
We actually talked about this a little bit today, and we've heard before, and I can say it's honestly, like I'm just going to throw her out there as an example. Sarah Portillo is on here right now. And this girl has got it all together. She's been in Mary Kay for just a year, but she was somebody I was intimidated by. I loved her as a friend, and I didn't want to lose her as a friend or come across as a salesperson. And so I didn't talk to her really about Mary Kay. Then I found out that she loved Mary Kay, and she's been using Mary Kay for longer than I have, but she lost her consultant. And I was like, score. But then it took me a little bit longer to actually book her for an appointment. So we talked a little bit about today about, just calling those people and saying, tell them the truth, either I'm so sorry I was such a bad consultant to you by not offering this thing to you that you deserve because I love you. And the truth is we don't put dollar signs on people's foreheads. No. We offer them a service that no other company does for free. No other company teaches skincare and color for free. You can go get your makeup done at the mall, but they're not really teaching you what they're doing or how to take care of your skin. So honesty is always the best policy. I think just tell them, you are such a hot shot. I was scared to talk to you, but I should have offered this to you.
I have a great story about that, actually, Christy, if that's okay if I share real quick. Probably, I think I was already a sales director, and there is this sweet lady who lives here in Hereford, but she has a reputation of being a little intimidating and a little standoffish. And that reputation is pretty well known. But her and my son have played sports since little bitty kids. And I probably waited till I was a sales director, which was entirely too long. But one day, Christy said, make me a chicken list. And I was like, oh, I don't want to make a chicken list. Because then, I don't know about you ladies, but if she challenges me, I can't back down. I just have to accept it. And she said, okay, now we've made your chicken list. Now let's start contacting them. And I was like, oh gosh. I thought I was just going to get to make it. I didn't think I was going to have to reach out to him too. So I reached out to this lady. Long story short, she was super excited to do a makeover with me. I went to her home. I did the makeover, and she joined my team on the spot. She loves Mary Kay. That is all she wears now. And she has been on my team for about 4 years. So just don't be afraid of those people that are on your chicken list, because if I've learned one thing in Mary Kay, you just can never judge anyone. They will shock you if you think she would never buy anything and she'll spend $300. So I do think that people truly are looking for connections. People want to make that connection, and it's so important that you are bold and you are brave and you just step out and say, I have something I'm really excited to talk to you about.
I agree. And we have a great product. And aren't you glad someone offered it to you, everyone? And so you have that same gift to offer. All right. I'm going to throw it over to Loni now. Loni trained us earlier with some fabulous scripts. And Loni, we may have some new people that weren't on at that time. I would love for you to share that script again and any other booking thoughts that you might have. So I'm going to give you the floor for a minute and see what you have to share with us. Let me get you on the screen though, real quick, girlfriend. I lost you. Where are you? Where'd you go? There you are. I think. Here we go.
Here we go. Okay. Well, y'all were glitching on me so bad, so I hope I do not glitch on y'all.
Do y'all see Loni? Because I don't see her. Hang on. Wait a second, Loni. Oh, there you are. Okay, now go.
Okay. So hopefully y'all can hear me, because y'all were glitching really bad. So hopefully I'm not glitching too. Let me read you my script so I can make sure I say it right. Hold on a second. But basically my script it's super easy. I try to, like anything we do, I try to know that it's just And so
You're pretty glitchy, my friend.
basically my script is, am I okay? Or can you hear me?
You're good now.
You're good?
So I heard you say basically my script is.
Okay, so basically it goes, hey, so-and-so, I'm mailing out pink swags, and I've been walking people through them virtually to bring a little joy during this crazy, stressful time. Plus, it gives me a chance to interact with people other than my children, and then I do a little giggle face. I would love to mail one to you too. What is your mailing address? That's it.
I love
And so
that.
if I know they already don't have a consultant, then I do that. But if I don't know if she has a consultant, I always include something along that line, making sure that it doesn't have one already. So
I love that. It's just so, hey, I've got these packets. I want to give you one. I mean, who could resist that? I love that. Okay, Loni, I'm going to throw it to you for another idea. So I know that there's a consultant on that is not only new, but is moving to a brand new city. And any of us could find ourselves in that situation someday. So how would you meet people in your new city, knowing that COVID is going on, but we still go to the grocery store, we still go to work, we still go maybe to church if we can. How would you encourage someone to meet new people in a new town? Thoughts on that?
that's a really great question. Because how I would have done it before, I wouldn't do it now. Just because typically I have them write down their information. And I wouldn't want my pen back, or I wouldn't want the paper back with COVID, especially if I'm meeting new people. These are the things that I think about. Unfortunately, that's my brain works. I mean, I guess if you strike up a conversation and you're social distancing like you should, and you're wearing your mask, so hopefully they can understand what you're saying. I probably would just ask for her name and number. And so a way it could be is, hey, like I always try to look for people who seem really friendly. For me, I look for women who can hold eye contact with me longer than a few seconds. If she can't hold it very long, then it's very difficult, I find. And so I try to look for people who are, I really haven't had to do that in a while with COVID. It's a little crazy. But basically, if I mean, I have a gift of gab, so I can start a conversation with about anybody. But I would be like, you know what, I'm new to town, and can I get your name and number in case I have any questions of like, where can I get my hair done? Where can I get my nails done? Of course, when all the pandemic is over. And by the way, I'm actually putting together little packets to mail out, and I would love to mail one to you. And so should I just get your name and number? And then I would call and text her or follow up with her that way. I personally wouldn't try to like book it on the spot and do all that kind of crazy stuff, just because I think it just depends. I mean, you can use your gut on that, and kind of go from there. But I mean, I definitely wouldn't be giving a pen or a paper or anything like that right now. So I would literally just text it in my phone. And so you could even like text her back.
Absolutely.
So,
And
I mean, the thought of sharing a pin with some, I mean,
yeah, we don't want to share pins with anyone right now, do we? So we just put it in our phone. But I love what you said about the gift of gab. So friends, if y'all ever find yourself in a new situation, or maybe you're not, just Mary Kay told us to share with anybody that is within 3 feet of us. She called it the 3 foot or the 2 foot rule. Now I'm going blank on that. But just to say, even I'm new in town, I don't know anybody, and I'm just reaching out to just kind of get acquainted. And by the way, let me introduce myself. I'm Christy. I work at ABC Business, but I also am a Mary Kay beauty consultant. And you know what? I'm just using my Mary Kay business to meet new people. And I have little pampering packs that I want to send out. I'd love to give you one because you've been so friendly to me today. Do you mind if I grab your number on my phone and your address, and I can call you later, or you don't have to give me your address now. I'll call you later and we'll get a pampering pack over to you. So something as simple as that. And you don't even have to be in a new town, friend, to do that. It could be, I'm looking to just reach out in the community during this time of COVID and just enjoy some new friends. Okay, y'all have learned so much about booking, and I'm so grateful for my friends that helped us. So we've learned when to book, we've learned to set a goal, we've learned to set aside time, we've learned to track it, we've learned to make a contact list, and we've learned to just do it. Y'all have all asked about scripts. Let me remind you that there's 2 sites that you can go to for great scripts, but we will also get together as directors and post all of the scripts that we spoke of tonight on each of our Facebook pages. But if you want a booklet of booking scripts, let me remind you again that you can go to girlbossgraphics.com. Christy Big at att.net is the username. And that's ChristybIg, Christy Big at att.net. And the password, you'll never forget it, but don't share it with other people. It's just for the big girls, right? Is I am a big girl. I am a big girl. And the first letter is capitalized, the I. You will look under, I wrote it down. I think it's under business tools. Let me see. Business tools, and look for the power plans. Look under business tools and then power plans, and you'll see a booking power plan. It has a place to track, it has scripts, it has booking mindset, and I think it'll really help you. But we'll also post our scripts that we spoke of here tonight. All right, follow-up thoughts before we go. We're a few minutes over. Loni, Dee, Jennifer, any follow-up thoughts?
My biggest tip that I have to booking during using texting is text replacement. It's on your phone. If you don't know where it is, go to General, go to Keyboard, and then text replacement. That is the easiest way to book somebody and using the same script repeatedly without copying and pasting it over and over.
Great thought. Any closing thoughts from you, Dee?
I don't think so. I think you're amazing, and thank you so much for offering this to our new consultants. I'm looking at the chat here, and it looks like everybody's feeling like this was something they needed. So
I'm so grateful for you guys, and I'll share with y'all the links so that you can have them always on your phone to send to anybody. All right, Loni, any closing remarks, any closing thoughts? Let me find you again. There you are.
Here I am. Okay, awesome. I would just, especially if you're new, I would really encourage you just to not get bogged down in all of the details and making sure everything's perfect. It's not going to be perfect. It's completely okay. And what us as directors, what we have found works for us, it might not work for you. And so I really encourage my consultants that I work with, like, find what works for you, like find the tone, find your voice. Like if you're using scripts, like if you read a script and you're like, oh my gosh, I would never say that, like, and so just know that we're just kind of giving you guidelines, and then you can take it and make it your own.
Very well said. Very well said. Make it your own. Find your voice. That's going to be my new quote. Find your voice, because your voice is different than mine, different than Loni's, different than Jennifer's, and different than Dee's. Okay. Consultants will be back tomorrow night with several more workshops starting at, I believe it's 6:30. Let's double check. Starting at 6:30 tomorrow. How to meet new customers all over the United States, featuring Dee Russell. Then at 7, Facebook party how-tos, again with Dee Russell. And then 7:30, build your team strong in this new year, featuring Jennifer Collier. And then at 8 p.m., close anything. Best practices for closing any kind of party featuring Christy and friends. All right, guys, I'm going to say good night. And we'll be posting some of those things that we promised. So stay tuned. Bye.
Bye.